How do we respond to God's blessing upon the Jewish people? Do we respond with jealousy or concern or suspicion? Or do we respond with appreciation? In the former, we usually describe that as antisemitism in one form or another. The latter, where we have appreciation for the Jewish people, there's a term that's not as well known. It's called PHILOSEMITISm. It's having a love, an appreciation, just a general positive approach to accepting the fact that the Jewish people do excel. And they've been given these opportunities to not only excel, but bless society in so many different ways. I read a book recently called The Israel Test by economist George Gilder. And he tells the story himself when he attended an exclusive prep school in America about his own sort of journey from, I'll call it a form of anti-Semitism, to philo-Semitism. In his case, he had a young woman who was his tutor in the Greek classics. And one day she asked him about his opinion of his own prep school. And he said to her, well, it's fine, except we have sort of too many New York Jews. And she was quiet, and then later said to him, well, you know, I'm a New York Jew myself. Well, he was mortified. And that experience changed his whole life, because he realized he had an attitude that was wrong and that needed to be changed. And so he went on to actually write this amazing book, The Israel Test, where he looks at this whole attitude of having sort of a jealousy or a suspicion or whatever of Jewish excellence versus an appreciation and a real love for the Jewish people. And in George Gilder's case, he applied that to not only the Jewish people writ large, but Israel as a nation. And he believes that, and I agree with him, that Israel itself has become sort of an incubator of some of the greatest technology and companies that are bringing us into major innovation in the world. It's incredible. And Israel offers those opportunities because it is a democracy, it is free, but it also has this amalgam, if you will, of such incredible creativity of Jewish minds. And so we see emerging from Israel a number of new technologies that will, I think, change the world. And that's what the book, The Israel Test, is all about. I cover this as well in part in my book on Jewish giftedness. But it's important to understand these dimensions of the difference between anti-Semitism and philo-Semitism. There's sort of two sides of a similar coin because we all have to respond to the Jewish people in some way. It's just, will we do it the right way, or will we do it, unfortunately, the way that most people have done through the centuries, the wrong way? Having suspicion, having envy, having jealousy, because some people are getting ahead in ways that we don't think are fair, or they're doing things that we believe just are not sort of the way that everybody else is doing it. But if Jewish people are excelling, if they are bringing blessing and new innovations and new opportunities to the world, shouldn't we rejoice in that? Shouldn't that be our desire? That's the difference between anti-Semitism and philo-Semitism.